Hey guys, how are we all doing? So Dan from Trading with Dan here. This is our Forex TD update. So over to those charts. Yeah, Euro US dollar, my favourite short, as I like to say. But again, it's only a fundamental view, and we don't trade fundamentals here. But yeah, so over to the daily first. You can see we drew this line for the potential sell line. We're actually through it now, but obviously, you know, when we drew the line, we were mid this 9 candle, so that was the low of it. So we obviously subsequently took out that low during the actual completion of that daily candle, so it's kind of left us in a bit of a no man's zone. So what we'll do is, obviously there's no trade at the moment, so we're going to wait till Monday, so we'll move it to the bottom of that candle here. You can see we're currently trading above that, but yeah, closing a daily below there will trigger the short trade. And then I mean it's hard to say where necessary to expect to get us to, possibly this 200 day, which probably coming in around there, maybe a bit higher. It may start to move up a bit, but yeah, so that's a potential trade entry for this Euro US dollar, and we may finally have got like a nice level to attempt some shorts from. I mean, you guys know I've been looking for shorts on this, and we did get one off the 4 hour, I think, trigger, but yeah, so no daily ones yet. So this finally could be a level to get some short trades in. Wall Street is very long of this. So if you look at the CFTC futures positioning, you can see that they're very long, so they will eventually have to take profit. And also, the higher something goes up, I mean, the mean reversion is a thing. It doesn't always happen, but it is a thing that does often happen. So yeah, we could see a move down. So now finally we could see some of these sell trades, and this is obviously a way better level to be selling than down at 108. Down selling 108, hoping to get down to basically parity, selling at around 113, 114. Happy days. We can probably get a big juicy move on, providing we do actually get a short trade activated. But yeah, so that's it on the daily, as you can see there. 4 hour, do we have anything? No, nothing on the 4 hour as of yet. So I mean, I don't expect we're going to reverse and come straight down. I expect we're going to play out this zone a little bit before maybe have another drive up before we potentially have a move down. So yeah, it's just one to keep an eye on, like we have been since the very beginning, keeping an eye on this one. I have deleted some of the extra little arrows that we had lying around. I'll delete this as well. Some of the little bits and bobs we had in the way. Just clean the chart up a bit. We'll also make this narrow also. So yeah, looking a lot cleaner there. So yeah, yeah, again, daily 9, so potential day. I mean, it's the same for the 12 hour here as well. 12 hour 9 was this candle. Yes, we're still not really close to 12 hour below it, but yeah, I mean, to be on the extra safe side, you could just look at this sort of zone here as a sell zone, but I think it's worth taking a shot down here if we close below here for a move down. So cable, yeah, cable has broken through our top support line. So whether it's just sort of a fake out of this line, it's going to come back under, or we're going to come and test it and bounce off it. It will remain to be seen. I mean, this is obviously going to be an important level going forwards, I feel. We'll extend this lower trend line out a bit again as well. This lower sort of support zone out, and yeah, I mean, we'll delete this one. We'll clean a few of these charts up. New week, we'll turn over a new leaf. There's things that are sort of in the way, but yeah, so potential support at this line. It will be an interesting support line, so we'll put the that arrow on there, see if we get a bounce off it. But yeah, if not, if we break back through the 200 day as well. This is the 12 hour. The 200 day will be roughly the same-ish area. Oh, we're at it now, actually. And also, funnily enough, that line coincides with that daily 9. That's obviously why it was there. But yeah, so a break below there, and yeah, expect to at least to this bottom of this zone. I'll be looking at, and that will be rejection of the 200 days. So that all looks pretty orderly as well, if that is to happen. So yeah, right, dollar index, it's at a bounce level at the 9. This 9 obviously traded up here, so we'll move it up a bit. Obviously we drew that line before the candle had closed, so yeah, that's what we're looking at. Dollar index, I mean, look, we had a big move down and everything's looking, oh, the dollar's breaking down, it's done, etc, and then bang, we literally went to 103. So be cognizant of the fact these things are in a sort of, the dollar is in a pretty much sort of tug of war between big factors making it weaker and big factors, global liquidity and world reserve currency status as a pull factor, so as a push up factor. So don't think that this is as clear cut as it might look. All this really is to me is an expansion of this volatility after this period of low volatility. So this can come down, go back up again, come down, keep going down, come down, just come back to where it was, and then this isn't necessarily a big new trending move that's going to keep going down further than it is now. So that's something to be aware of. I mean, all you've got to do is look at this. We went up pretty much the same as we went up there. Then we came down way more, and you think, right, okay, we confirm we're going down. And then we came up way more than even we went up there from an even lower level. So this is what I mean. This is large volatility leading to small volatility, leading to what is quite possibly large volatility here. So be cognizant of that fact. Always look at the bigger time frame when trading, just so you can get a feel for how markets move, how they operate, and this is a good example of how markets do operate. Euro pound, yeah, it's kind of stuck in a zone. I'm guessing this is a 4-hour 9, somewhere around these zones. Yeah, I mean, we kind of had one there, So this is a bit difficult, really. This is sort of one where I would not really be looking for now trading this zone now. I would just be looking at, this sort of breaking out of this range that we've sort of got here, yeah, if we break above, then move up. If we break below, then move down. Obviously, it's 200-day here. 200-day. Oh no, sorry, this is the 4-hour. Ignore that. It's not necessarily 200-day. But yeah, this is all I'm really looking at here. This is sort of like in a range look. In a range, difficult to really predict which way this is going to break now. Just gotta wait for it to break, basically. That's all we can really say about this. So this is a difficult one, really. We had this 9 here. We didn't really sell off from it. We're still sort of hanging. I mean, if I had to guess, I would say we're going to go lower based off this 9, but obviously if we take out the top of this 9, then we're going to go, in fact we will move this a bit low, take out the top of this 9, I would say basically we're going to go up. So this is a bit difficult. There were easier charts to read than this, basically. There were easier trades to take than the easier setups basically to take than the setups that we can get in this one. Aussie dollar, Swiss franc, yeah, looking good, looking strong. We had that break above there, we've had this break above here, so we expect more expansion upwards. Expect more expansion upwards, at least for a couple of days into that daily 9. That's what I would be that's what I'll be considering here, waiting for the daily 9. We've got anything on the 12-hour? Nothing on the 12-hour, and we're going to potentially get I mean, if we get a move up over the next couple of days into this daily 9, we will get probably get a 4-hour sell candle somewhere on here. So I'd keep an eye out for that daily 9. Aussie dollar, New Zealand dollar, right, okay, so we clearly broke out of this zone. And came down, yeah, broke out of this zone, come down to the 200, getting supported by the 200 on the 4-hour, but that is the most important level. Nothing here on the daily wise to be looking at, so we are only, just check the 12-hour, but we are only basically trading this off a, yeah, we've got a 12-hour 9 coming up. 12-hour 9 coming up around this sort of support zone could offer a nice reversal. Actually, this could offer a nice reversal, so we'll definitely keep an eye out for that. And we could potentially get a 4-hour count down to here as well, and we come down to this risk line here. So yeah, potential buying opportunity down here, I would say. We'll actually draw this horizontal on. So what I would I say expecting, I'm never expect anything, either it happens or it doesn't. If it does happen, we do something. If it doesn't happen, we don't do something. So let's just get that clear. So if we come down here into this 9 candle, this could offer a good reversal, a good point to try a reversal. I mean, it's quite easy to have a stop under here if we start to move back up. So yeah, that's what I'm kind of looking at here. We will just get rid of the rest of this clutter now. We obviously know that's played out as expected when we got that confirmation. So yeah, we'll draw this on tentatively at the moment, but obviously we're looking candles ahead that haven't printed yet, so they haven't even started printing yet. This candle's not even closed yet, let alone the next candle printed and closed. Right, US dollar, Japanese yen. 12-hour 9 are looking quite good for a potential sell trade. We've still got room left in the daily, but I still nonetheless don't mind 12-hour 9s as potential trade opportunities. So I mean, this one's actually been activated now, with obviously how we've opened this morning. So yeah, potential move down to the bottom. So basically to this support zone is what I would aim for, this support zone here. Yeah, so potential, and then we'll see if we bounce off there. If we don't bounce off there, then I guess we can quite easily keep going downwards based on just the what we've had going on in the past. So let me just draw another arrow on. There we go. There we go. Canadian dollar, Swiss franc. Looking quite strong here. Nothing, just looking like a bull flag on the thingy. But yeah, we've got this 9 here. I guess that's just the potential support area that we drew. This is the potential sell area below here. We'll just get rid of this 9 here, this arrow, sorry. Yeah, so if you break this, and I would expect to move down. This is on the daily. This is quite a strong daily 9 candle. It's a difficult one to necessarily enter a trade down here, but nonetheless, I've seen them play out lots of times before. So that is not a problem for us to keep that there. It does obviously coincide. The level does coincide with the levels as well. This is fine to stay here, just so we can, just for prosperity, seeing as it did work out okay. But it's got to lose some weight. There we go. Yeah, so potentially this is obviously an important level. If we do take this out, then yeah. If we do take that out, then yeah, I do believe we're gonna get some nice downside here, even if it's only as far as that. But yeah, right. So Euro Japanese yen. I'm guessing this was the daily 9. Yeah, daily 9. So we're taking out. We're basically trading below at the moment. So we've closed this candle down here on a daily. I'd expect the 200 as a minimum. Yeah, I'd expect the 200 as a minimum. See if we've got any ways to pin. There's not necessarily a way to pinpoint the trade, because this trade looks like it's going to trade now anyway. As it's going to take anyway. 4-hour 9. Yeah, I mean, if anything, we're not going to get a 4-hour sell. We're going to get a 4-hour buy. So that may retrace and test back up the support. New Zealand dollar, US dollar. This is looking strong. This is, isn't it? We blasted through quite a few 9s. Eventually, one of them will stick. Let's have a look on daily and 12-hour. Just look at that. Look at that, guys. This is what happens when you break an important level. Look, just upwards and upwards. Obviously, we didn't get rejected from that level. We basically broke through, so upward we went. I'll just make these a bit thinner. So that is interesting. It's an interesting trade to try and time the sell here. I wouldn't be looking to try and sell this off a 4-hour. I mean, by all means, have some pops at it. If you want to, but I would be waiting for a 12-hour or a daily 9. I will draw this on, but again, like I said, the strength of that trend on the higher time frames, I would be looking for more than a 4-hour 9 to reverse this trade. And even if we did, I mean, target the 50 and then continuation, 50 period on the 4-hour. So Aussie dollar, US dollar. Yeah, looking like it wants to break, but looking strong, looking like it wants to break above this 9, looking like it wants to go up. So I'll just move this along a bit. So yeah, this looks like it could be making a move up. If not, this is the sell line. Let's have a look on 12-hour daily. If we've got anything interesting, we may be getting something interesting on these. Yeah, we had this was the daily 9, which we've got a daily 12. Sorry, a 12-hour 9. Yeah, so I would maybe be looking for, yeah, break up a little bit, daily 9, and then potentially looking for a reversal there. But these are obviously looking very strong. US dollar, Canadian dollar, yeah, so we've got that 9. We've actually looked like we're going to take out the the actual lower range of this 9. So let's just draw this on, because obviously we know this is the potential sell line. Bit wonky, that is. Bit wonky. And yeah, so if we take this out, then lower. But I'd potentially expect this to regain the 200, get supported, break the pop top of this 9, and then make a pop at least for this sort of a level. But we'll see what happens there. We'll just we'll just delete them. You're gone. You're gone, mate. Right, so US dollar, Swiss franc. Yeah, so it's still trying to play out the rest of this move. yeah, I would expect it to come back down and take this out and keep coming down is what I would expect. Let's look at the 12 hour and 4 hour. I think a good point of reference now clearly is going to be the actual low of these candles now. Just take out these. This does look like a tweezer top bottom though, so if we don't take these out, then yeah, obviously reversal. Sorry, tweezer, a tweezer bottom, not a tweezer top bottom, because it's not a top. But yeah, so yeah, taking out the top of these candles though, yeah, I believe what I actually believe this will be with the fake out move we get. You get sort of like a big triangle pattern, symmetrical triangle, and you sort of fake out the bottom and break out the top. That's what this looks like it could be formulating into for me. We've seen it. Let me just show you something real quick where we saw this before. We saw this in oil. So we had a sort of a tightening triangle formation, and then what you often get, you could often get like a breakout one way and then fake out and back the other way, and it's what we had in oil. Look, we sort of had the move slightly upwards and then bang downwards. So yeah, that's what I'm kind of expecting here. This is my TradingView TradingView profile, if you guys want to follow just for some trading ideas that I post on here. But anyway, that's what this is looking like to me, obviously in reverse. Look at that, it's the fake out the bottom, and then we're going to have a big move up. So yeah, that would be what my gut instinct would tell me that's going to do. Yeah, again, we're still looking for a continuation of this trend. Yeah, it's based on this 12 hour 9. So what I would say though is if we are looking like we're going to take out the bottom of this 9, and it is the 200 dailies. No, this is the 12 hour. I'm guessing, let's have a look where the 200 daily comes in. 200 daily comes in lower, but this is based off a 12 hour 9. So we'll leave it at that anyway. Potential continuation down. US dollar, Mexican peso. There's our buy line. We reached our perfect target on that. Daily, I guess these are just 12 hour 9s. We're basing these off, but I'll be looking at another 2 days to get a daily 9. As a potential buy entry. So I will look at the 4 hour, but I wouldn't be looking for trades off this. I'll be waiting for that daily 9. But yeah, if you do break above this, then potential buy. Do break above that 9 because it coincides with this 12 hour 9 also. So that is a pretty good level if you break above there to buy again. But I would maybe wait for the daily 9. Yeah, let's just make this a bit thinner. Just clean these charts up. Yeah, so yeah, important level here if we break back above. Yeah, this is the sort of it's difficult really to trade here. Pretty much looks like a descending broadening wedge, so yeah, potential breakout to the high side. So yeah, I mean this is looking quite bullish to me, but clearly we know where we are wrong. Oh, I didn't need to delete that. I'll delete that one. We know where we're wrong. If we get a move basically below here, we can just continue the sell. So we'll just leave that on there. And realistically, on a daily, we could possibly target the 200, but that's quite a move. That's quite a move, that is. But hey, stranger things have happened. If the dollar starts to really get a move on down, I mean, obviously that's quite possible. But we'll see what happens. So anyway, so that brings us to the end of this video. So remember, it's not a financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Always do your own research, and I will speak to you guys soon.